G'day guys, welcome back to Luke's Fishin Mission. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today I'm down at the Botanic Gardens in Mackay and we're doing a spot of invasive pest control. These places now are overrun with tilapia. Really bad news, real pest fish, but there's also jaguar cichlids in here too, which are even more scary because they just smash the barramundi as they come in, 30-40 mil barramundi and all your other natives that cruise up into our freshwater wetlands and safe havens. They are waiting there to eat them when they move up. So these are meant to be safe havens and now have these massive predators up here. So tilapia will outnumber a barramundi or a native fish 1,000 to 1, which isn't good because they compete for food, resources and all that. But the jaguar cichlids, they'll just eat you. So damn aggressive. The boys have been down here catching them on lures lately and it's not a good thing. It's tank tipping. People have released these fish into the wild from their tanks, and it's really, really poor practice, guys. If you don't have, or if you do have, sorry, an aquarium fish that you don't need anymore, don't want anymore, you're moving house, it's getting too big, take it back to your aquarium. They will rehome them, they will sell them off again. Do not, I stress, do not release them into the waterways. You might think you'd be doing the right thing, but you're not. You're putting all your native fish at risk. These things are invasive pests that aren't native. You put them in here, as soon as you do that, they become a pest, and there's repercussions for that. There's fines, and the ecological impact is massive, especially on things like barramundi. So we're here today. I've got my daughter's friends from school and we're out here with a few worms trying to get rid of a few tilapia and maybe a jag cichlid or two. We'll see how we go. Okay guys, the rig is really simple. Just a kid's rod, nice glass tip, nice and light, some light line down into a float, about 40-50 centimeters down to a small gamakatsu hook. Might be a size 8 long shank, baited with a worm or two. Worms are great bait for these things. Night crawlers are probably the best. These are just garden worms. It shouldn't take too long. You throw the float out there, keep the worm on there, and there is a bit of wind, so it is going to push around my float as it's doing right now, which isn't great. But hopefully tilapia find it. There's a few little nibbles there now. Problem is with worms, 1 or 2 bites and they'll come off. You got a fish, dude? Yes. Got one. Straight away.
What is it?
Well done, mate. Little tilapia. Nah, it's tilapia. Aww. There you go. That's what we're here for. Well done, Jack. First one of the day. Didn't take long, did it? You're on video there, mate. Little hook in the corner of the mouth. Now these things are a pest. You know a pest fish because they've got... Whoa. Don't let him put it back in the water. The dorsal fin and the bottom fin here, the ventral fin, is always pointy and it always extends past the tail wrist. That's how you know a pest fish. So okay, here we go. We can put a few baits out, catch a couple little tilapia, get rid of some vermin from the Botanic Gardens, eh? Oh, lost him at the edge. You know, you got to try and lift it over the edge of the weed, by the way. What do you got? He's going a long way, dude.
As soon as he bites, hook that.
Try and skull drag him over the top. He's a bigger one, dude. Keep going, wind. Don't give him slack. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going, keep going. Don't give it slack.
Don't give it slack at all. Don't give it none slack. That's what I've learned with the jaguar. Ooh,
there you go. That's a bigger one. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that one. And you know that that's a mature one. Because see how it's got red on its fins? On the tips of its fins. Yeah. That's a bigger one. Good to get some of this vermin out of here. You're doing good, mate. You're doing real good. Well, here, you do this.
Yeah.
I will don't let him back in the water. As soon as you can, if you're quick enough to put a worm on your hook and get it in the right spot, you'll hook up straight away. Hey, how are ya? Just getting rid of some tilapia. Yeah. Pest fish, yeah?
Can you pass this out for me?
You want to go show the lady?
Hey?
Go show the lady. Yeah. But it's pretty good fun if you want to bring, you know, some...
Like, the kids that just want to catch it, like,
yeah.
you know.
Like, literally in a minute you're on. You get a few worms and then, yeah, it's a lot of fun, eh?
Knock that one out.
Who's got this rod here? Ready?
Yeah.
If you get it to the edge of the weed, you've got to skull drag it over the weed, otherwise you'll lose it, okay, at the edge. See they're biting the float right now? See that?
Yeah. Wow.
You get a little float and you can watch it.
Yeah.
See, like that? There's a fish on it right there. Okay, lean back, dude. Lean back. Got him? On. Just like that. Secrets to catching them, Bill.
Worm on the hook.
Get your worm on the hook
Wait 3 seconds.
and watch that float go down and you're on, hey.
Watch out for it.
You've just really got to get it out in that little clearing. How'd you go?
Yeah.
I'll cast for you, okay?
Yeah.
Just hop out of my way, because I'm going to cast this way. Here you go, Jack. And then we'll try and get yours a little bit of a You on again?
It went under.
They're definitely having a crack at it, aren't they?
Where's your bobber?
Where's your bobber? Gone? No, still there.
Whereabouts? Oh,
You've done good with baiting this, Billy. That's good. Here you go.
yeah.
Show me how it's done.
Okay.
And just wait till that float goes under or starts moving around a lot. Just wait.
I took my bait.
Yeah, bring yours in. Guys, doing this with the kids is a lot of fun. Use a little float like we're using there. It's so visual, you can see the float go down. And within a minute or two, you should have a fish on. There's definitely fish eating it now. The worst part is they eat the worm off in about 2 seconds. If you don't hook them in 2 seconds, you've got to rebait. But there's definitely a few here. We've caught 3 now in about 10 minutes. Tilapia, it's good to get a few of these guys out. You getting bites there? Okay, strike. Oh, too much. Just a gentle one. Okay. How you going with baiting up your worms, boys? Thank you, Councillor Jones, for your worms. Councillor Alison Jones from Mackay Regional Council, who's given me the worms for today from our worm farm. And her husband, Rick. Appreciate all the worms. That'll do, mate. Let's go. All you got to do... Yeah, they gave them to me this morning. Against their will, probably. To get rid of a few pest fish out of the gardens here. That's a good spot, right on the edge of lilies. Just watch that float. They're straight onto it, hey. And just a nice gentle kickback. You don't have to reef it too hard or you'll pull it from their mouth, okay, Bill? You've lost a couple now because you've gone too hard on them, eh? Oh, that's a big one. Go, Jack. Gentle, gentle, gentle. Still got him? I think you got him. Yeah, he's swimming. Fish on. There you go, mate. Well done. Want to see that float go under? Tilapia. A little nasty bugger, eh? Well done, mate. You've caught 3 now. Straight onto that float, eh? Wait till that float totally disappears and just ease back. Ease back, Jack. Oh, oh. Is he on? He's on, mate. I think he's on.
Yeah, take it on too.
Don't reef him too much, mate. You'll pull the hooks.
No, even bite.
Keep him over those lilies. This is where we lose them, right here where it goes slack at the edge, eh? There we go. Killing it, bro. High five, my friend. Well done. Good fun, eh?
Yeah.
How come we weren't catching these down at your grandma's house? You got him? You can do it all yourself, mate. Don't get a hook in you. Wind it in, Bill. We'll throw them out again, hey?
You know how many hooks I've got in me?
Oh, no? How many?
Heaps.
Really?
From just mucking around with hooks and lures
Chuck it
and
here.
shit.
Show no mercy. Straight up. In your bum?
He did. He had his rod sit.
How'd you manage that, mate?
He had his rod sit down and he went to walk back and he got a hook in his arm. Oh no.
Yeah. Take all the big fatties. If you can get a couple of worms on one hook, even better. But worms don't really like it, do they? You just have to ease back. Ease back, let the rod load up, because it's a nice soft tip. How you going?
Oh, it's up.
You good?
Yeah, this is it wrapped around the top?
Yeah, it feels like it.
Yeah.
How you going, Bill? You might have a fish on there. You got him on?
Yep.
Well done. Didn't get him across that weed. This still on there? Yeah, still there?
Yeah.
Here, you hold this. I'm going to help Bill real quick. Oh, there's a jaguar mouth, dude.
Oh yeah, my favourite fish to catch.
Jag cichlid.
Yes.
All right. The boys are calling them jaguar mouths. These are the jag cichlids. That's what we hear. These are really nasty. These are really nasty.
This is the only reason I came here.
That's a jaguar cichlid. These guys are the real nasty ones. What I mentioned earlier about tilapia outnumbering you 1,000 to 1, these guys are super aggressive and will just eat little barramundi and small fish as they move in here. Really big mouth, big teeth, And Billy's caught quite a few of these guys now.
Yeah.
And really good to get this guy out of here. This guy's been in here from people releasing fish out of fish tanks.
Yeah.
Releasing fish out of fish tanks. It's really not cool, guys. Don't be a tank tipper. Do not chuck your fish tank fish back into the water, because they become an invasive pest and become a real threat to our native fish and our barramundis and stuff like that. Really nasty. Good to get this guy out of here. I'll get from back here.
It's a ballerina.
Ready? Look at me. Billy, you're becoming a bit of a legend at catching these Jaguar cichlids, mate. I know you've caught, what, 5 or 6 now? How many have you caught all up?
Maybe 7.
7?
Yeah.
This is probably one of the smaller ones. You've caught some big ones I've seen, even on lures, eh? Soft plastics?
Little paddle tails.
Little paddle tail and frogs and stuff.
Yeah.
Really good to get this guy out, Billy.
Shit.
You are a champion at catching these jags, buddy. Well done, mate. You're doing your stuff for the environment, hey, and having fun while you're doing it on your school holidays.
But they got sharp teeth. That's what you got to be aware of. Their teeth. They're very sharp.
Very sharp, very big mouth, and very big appetite. Aggro fish, eh?
They're very aggressive.
Let's get him in the bag and get another one out, eh?
Yeah.
Good job. Story though, Jack. Great story. It's a bedtime story. Put me to sleep. Come on, boys. Should have caught one by now. I've got the camera on both ears with 2 floats in. Yours is getting a bit of attention, Jack. On?
Oh,
I lost him. Got too excited. Guys, what we're doing is we're casting right into the gap here. You've got lilies there, and a bit of a deeper patch in the middle. There's a bit of a clearing, and that's where we're casting every time with the floats and watching the floats go under with the fish. So it's really cool to see. Actually, the kids really like this style of fishing. It's very visual, and you're doing your best to get a few fish out of the environment. So it's really good to get a few jags out. We'll get one jag out. Well done, Billy.
I got the jaggy.
Champion work. And get a few tilapia out as well. You've probably caught more tilapia, haven't you?
Yeah.
Well, you caught 4 or 5? 4?
You ever tail hook
Oh,
fish?
oh, you on? Yeah. Slowly. Oh,
Did a Billy.
did a Billy. No pressure, Bill, but the camera's on you.
Turn that bloody thing off.
Turn that bloody thing off. How good.
Aim it at him, not me.
Come on, catch one. No pressure. Oh, we might wrap it up, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, oh,
That's good.
there's a jag.
Little jag.
Little jag. Look at this guy. That's what we came here for, a little jag cichlid. Only a small one, but it's good to get him out of the system anyway. Guys, just wrapping up today's session. Had a brilliant little spot down here at the Botanic Gardens. We've got, what, 5 or 6 tilapia and a little jag cichlid as well. Really good to get those guys out of here, especially that Jaguar cichlid. Guys, I've done a lot of videos, caught a lot of good fish, but today's message is probably more important than any of them. Something I'm very, very passionate about. Pest fish, tilapia, jag, cichlids, all the other invasive fish that are from people's fish tanks that get released into the environment, they do nasty things to our fish populations. It's probably the biggest threat to our native fish stocks are invasive pest fish. So unfortunately, places like this now is overloaded with tilapia. Like I've mentioned before, they outnumber a native fish 1,000 to 1. So they compete for food, resources, habitat and stuff like that. But the Jaguar cichlids, super aggressive. So when you're barramundi, this time of year it's closed barramundi season because their big girls are spawning out in the salt, and the little 30-40 mil fish are moving upstream, getting out of the estuary, which is where they don't want to be because everything will eat them in an estuary, but they're moving into these safe haven freshwater wetland environments to grow out to subadults, 40, 50, 60 centimeters before they move back to the salt. My point is, when they're moving in here at 30 and 40 mil, they're faced now with those Jaguar cichlids, which are super, super aggressive. Billy's caught a bunch on lures now. He caught one again today, really big mouth, really big teeth. So good to get them out, guys. And please, for God's sake, do not throw your pest fish into the waterway. They'll become the next invasive big pest. And we all love catching barramundi. It'll have tremendous consequences for them if we continue to do stupid things like that. So guys, if you don't need your fish, don't want your fish, you think you're doing the right thing, putting them back in the water, you're not, take it back to the pet shop if you don't want it anymore. They'll rehome it, resell it, something like that. Do not put it back in the waterways. Guys, that's a key take-home message, something I'm very passionate about. So please remember to do that. And bring the kids down to places like this, have a ball, catching a lot of fish with worms and floats. It's very visual. We got 6 or 7 fish in about an hour. A lot of fun, and you're doing your piece for the environment. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Cheers.